What shocking truth could shake millions of ARMY hearts tonight? Dare to read on, share your thoughts, and hit like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next reveal. The world seemed to hold its breath as midnight swept across Seoul, a hush falling over timelines that usually thrum with constant BTS chatter. Whispers traveled faster than the city lights could blink. Suga is about to speak. For weeks there had been rumors, unverified murmurs of something hidden behind his calm gaze, but no one imagined the weight of what he might reveal. What truth could possibly make the most loyal fans tremble? What secret could turn admiration into awe, confusion, maybe even heartbreak? Cameras flashed as the studio lights bathed Min Yoongi in a halo that was anything but angelic. He stood at the podium, his usually relaxed posture taut with unspoken urgency. "I've kept something from you," he began, voice low enough that every syllable felt like a spark in dry wood. A ripple of gasps spread through the room. Even through a livestream screen, the tension pressed like static. ARMY everywhere clutched their phones tighter. What was coming? A career move? A hidden struggle? Something so personal that it might alter how the world sees him. You could almost hear hearts pounding in Jakarta, London, Sao Paulo, millions of people connected in a single breathless moment. Suga paused, his eyes glinting as if he carried galaxies of thoughts he'd hidden for years. "I promised myself I'd wait for the right time," he continued, "but tonight, you deserve to know everything." The words landed like thunder, each one a question mark. Was this about music? About a project so daring it would shift the boundaries of global pop? Or was it deeper, something about his own life that he had shielded from even his closest friends? Fans flooded the comment stream. "Tell us, Yoongi. We're ready. We love you no matter what." The live chat scrolled faster than anyone could read, a digital heartbeat of devotion and fear. In the crowd, a fan's muffled sob reached the microphones, a tiny echo of the collective anxiety. Suga's hands tightened around the mic stand, and he let out a soft breath, the kind you take before diving underwater. "For years I balanced who I am with who you need me to be," he said. "But the truth is," he stopped again. Silence roared louder than any stadium cheer. What could possibly require such gravity? A hidden identity? A plan to step away from the stage that made him a global icon? Or perhaps a revelation about the very music that bound BTS to millions of souls? The questions multiplied like sparks in dry grass, igniting theories across every ARMY group chat in real time. And here is where the story bends like a melody unresolved. Suga offered only a fleeting, knowing smile, the kind that dares the world to guess the next lyric. "I'll tell you more very soon," he said at last, a promise wrapped in mystery. "But tonight, I want you to remember that our music, our connection, is built on truth, and the truth is bigger than any fear." The feed ended. Phones buzzed. Hearts raced. The secret remained, tantalizing and intact, a single note hanging in the air. Around the globe, ARMY stared at darkened screens, half shocked, half thrilled, united by the riddle of what Suga has truly kept hidden, and by the certainty that they will wait, comment, like, subscribe, and hold their breath until the next heartbeat of revelation. The night after Suga's startling broadcast felt heavier than any thundercloud, a collective pulse of restless anticipation humming through every corner of the internet. Hashtags blazed across social platforms like wildfire, #SugaTruth, #What is the secret, #ARMY Stay Strong, each one a flare of unanswered questions. Could this be about an unseen project, a once-in-a-lifetime collaboration, or something far more personal? The mystery throbbed in every timeline, a rhythm of curiosity that refused to fade. Across Seoul, cafes stayed open late as fans clustered around glowing screens replaying the livestream, searching for clues in every pause, every breath. Was that subtle tremor in his voice a hint of heartbreak? Did the slight tilt of his head toward the camera conceal a silent message only the keenest ARMY could decode? Rumors spun like constellations. Some swore they heard the faint beginning of a melody when the feed cut, a secret track perhaps, while others dissected the way his eyes lingered on the mic as if it were a vault ready to spill. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, a music producer who once worked with BTS told a late-night radio host, "If Suga says there's a truth bigger than fear, it's not just about a new song. That's a life revelation." Listeners leaned closer to their radios, goosebumps rising. Was this someone who knew more than he dared to share? Fans everywhere became detectives. Screenshots of Suga's last Instagram post were magnified and analyzed, the shadow in the corner of the frame, the angle of a single vinyl record behind him, the cryptic caption of only a moon emoji. Could that moon signify a new era, a hidden collaboration, or an intimate confession waiting to be sung? Comments flooded in, "We're with you no matter what. Tell us when you're ready, Yoongi." Each message a heartbeat of loyalty back in Seoul. An unexpected drizzle coated the city streets, turning neon lights into watercolor streaks. Reporters camped outside HYB headquarters, their lenses trained on every passing vehicle. A black van slid quietly through the side gate just past 2 a.m., windows dark as obsidian. Was Suga inside? Did he return to the studio to finalize something that could rewrite his career? No confirmation came, only the soft hiss of rain and the rapid click of cameras chasing shadows. Morning brought no answers, only more speculation. Entertainment programs debated possible revelations, a secret album already recorded, a philanthropic mission hidden from public view, or a deeply personal story Suga had shielded for years. Each theory sparked another wave of excitement and dread. Could anything match the magnitude of his solemn promise? And yet, in the middle of this frenzy, a strange calm settled over ARMY. It was the calm of trust, the knowledge that whatever Suga had to say, they would stand with him. Across fan forums, messages appeared like constellations of devotion. We'll wait. We believe. We're ready for the truth. Then, as if on cue, a new notification lit up millions of phones. Yoongi posted a story. The clip was only 3 seconds long. A close-up of piano keys. A single note played, lingering in the air like a held breath. No caption. No explanation. Just that solitary sound, pure and trembling, before the screen faded to black. Was it a teaser of a song that carries the secret? A signal that the revelation will arrive in music, not words? Fans rushed to share the clip, slowing it down, looping it, trying to match the tone to known BTS melodies. But the note remained elusive, a promise and a puzzle all at once. Hours later, social feeds swelled with a unified plea, Yoongi, we're listening. The mystery had deepened, but so had the bond. Whatever truth awaited, ARMY knew they were part of something larger than a confession, a story unfolding in real time, a melody still writing itself. And somewhere in the quiet of a Seoul studio, Suga surely felt that devotion through the walls, each heartbeat of his fans echoing like percussion for a song the world has yet to hear. The world awoke the next morning to an internet that felt like a living creature, alive with speculation, humming with questions, every notification a tiny spark of collective suspense. Across continents, armies who had barely slept refreshed their feeds as if a single swipe might reveal the truth that Suga had promised but not yet given. What could be so monumental that it demanded this aching pause? What secret carries the weight to leave millions wide-eyed and restless? In a quiet apartment in Tokyo, a group of friends huddled around a laptop replaying the 3-second piano story over and over, slowing it frame by frame. It's definitely in A minor, one whispered, convinced the key itself was a coded message. Or maybe it's the start of a hidden track, another argued, eyes bright despite the dawn light spilling through the curtains. Around the world, similar scenes unfolded, living rooms turned detective agencies, each fan a heartbeat in a massive, unspoken countdown. By midday, music journalists began publishing deep dives into the symbolism of that single note. One columnist compared it to the opening of a famous classical requiem, suggesting a new era of artistry. Another theorized that Suga was referencing the lunar cycle, pointing out that the next full moon was only days away. Could his ultimate reveal be timed with the moon's rise, a cosmic alignment for a once-in-a-lifetime announcement? Meanwhile, in Seoul, the usually bustling HYB headquarters appeared strangely still. Security tightened, tinted vans slipped in and out of side entrances, and staff members offered polite but impenetrable smiles to the growing press line. Reporters called out questions. Is Suga preparing a solo release? Is there a major collaboration coming? But the only answers were the soft click of camera shutters and the rustle of autumn leaves across the pavement. Inside a dimly lit studio nearby, rumors claimed, a single lamp glowed over a piano bench. Was Suga there, composing the confession he could only share through music? No one knew for certain, yet the idea felt electric, believable, almost inevitable. After all, hadn't he once said that music is the language of his soul, the place where words he cannot speak find their rhythm? As night fell again, the atmosphere thickened like the moment before a storm. Live streams sprouted across social platforms, armies gathering virtually, candles flickering beside laptops,